right, let's head straight to the markets now. We have Willie Bonga with the details. Great to have you, Will.
Hi, laddie.
Last trading week.
It's the last one.
And I'm wondering what June has been like, so far in most of these markets. We know the tech stocks have done really well. Mm-hmm. In the U.S., we've seen the likes of NVIDIA, hit new highs, at this point. But we're seeing the NGX still struggling, trying to get back above that 100,000 level. Yes,
it's been a struggle for the NGX. It's more like they're having a recovery, but right now we don't even know if they can sustain that recovery because we see them pulling back at the moment where you actually think that they're going to hit another, maybe like move on another level up. You see them, getting maybe past the resistance level, then they pull back again. So we don't know what's really happening, especially with the bank recapitalization taking place. Stocks plummeting, especially for some banking stocks, but we've seen some of them doing really well, like Fidelity Bank has really done out.
But I guess I'm going to look at this market as, glass half full, at this point, because it's quite incredible to even be at 100,000 points.
Yes, it's quite incredible, but right now, we want to know if we can still hold on to that.
Investors just want too much at this point.
So we're just going to kick off, as always, with major equities in Africa, where sentiments were mostly negative at intraday. We saw Nigeria's NGX down at intraday by 0.12%. That's at the time I checked. And that was 99,625 points. South Africa also was positive at intraday. However, we saw it's trading really well there. It was up at intraday. The numbers are not doing so well on the screen there. Now, elsewhere, we see Egypt's EGX 30 was negative. However, at intraday, it was 0.05% down. And that trend, we'll see if that would persist till the end of the close of trade. Now, also, Kenya's stock market closed Friday down, negative session there, 1.54%. We'll see if they will have a rebound at the close of trade. Well, let's check in on activities at the NGX. So we want to know if we can sustain. This is the first trading day and it's negative. For joining us to share his insights as to why this is happening and to see how this will, if this will persist for the rest of the week, is Ambrose Omodion, Chief Research Officer, Invest Data Consulting. Good afternoon, Ambrose. Good to have you on the program.
Good afternoon, too.
Ambrose, let me just ask you in your words, can the NGX recovery continue or is it tired?
Yeah, actually, I would say that it's a trend that in the month of June has been always a negative month for the market, or you can say a weak month for NGX. I'm not surprised that we are seeing a kind of a correction or pullback that is heavy. The pullback we have seen so far in June should not panic any serious investor or trader. They expected that this month we expect to see this oscillation. And also, if you look at year to date, we have also a mixed market on a monthly basis. I mean, for me, the month of June is just preparing investors to take the right position for the second half of the year. Knowing that we are seeing profit taking and bargain hunting taking advantage of pullback price while some are selling down. It is that people have different objectives in the market. For me, this pullback we are seeing should not send to panic. But I say that it's a heavy pullback or a heavy correction. There's no panic at all. The second half of the year, starting with any season, will give investors a new direction where the market is going. Coupled with what the government represents of the economy, that sees stability in our FS and others that also strengthen the market. But I believe that second half, we're going to see a better market than what we have seen in the last Q2, not the last Q2. Yeah.
Okay, looking at the intraday trading there, what stocks are actually moving the market? Because we've seen it down more than 0.12% or about 0.12% at intraday. What stocks are actually driving this negative sentiment?
Actually, at the beginning of the market today, we saw a positive opening, seeing the life of Julius Berger hitting a new high, and others, Vectors Capital and others, going the northward. But during the midday trading, we saw also profit taking and sort of correction. For me, like I said earlier, there's no cause for alarm because we are seeing also that this blue chips company that people are taking profit are those that I think that they are not likely to pay through dividend. People are moving out of some soft position for what because every investor in any market is there to make money. It's now, but still a short frame of sector rotation will continue, especially as we're to see what we call end of the quarter or end of the half year we're regressing that will come up this week. But to roll your portfolio against what the new second half of the year. For me, what I see is part of market dynamics. And for me, I believe that those changing fundamentals that will drive the market in the second half are already pointing out where they are going. For investors, they should now look at where am I standing? Am I in the market for the medium or long term, or am I a trader? For traders, that we're already seeing improved volume in the market. To say that yes, we are seeing funds coming back to the market that also ahead of interim dividend, in the second half. I believe that this is that will drive the market for traders, while for investors, because market is pulling back, we are buying those stocks at a good price, and this we are buying into value. That means I also expect to see the second half of the year, you're going to see a better position for yourself ahead. I believe that every investment is against the future. For that, whatever we're seeing today, going to be possible against tomorrow. I believe that investors also will not panic when you are seeing market correction, because it's part of market dynamics anytime, any day.
Okay, looking at some stocks we've seen some dividends, still seeing dividends trickling from some stocks, and we do expect some in the second half of the year. But where do you see dividend payments, especially with inflation going as high as we're hitting 33.95? Where do you see companies able to make profits in the second half of this year, and would they be able to sustain the dividend payments that we've been seeing?
Actually, for me, I believe that in any environment, whether inflation is high or low, there are some sectors or industry that will benefit from it. Why did I say so? We expect that, if government and labor will agree go into the second half and they agree to pay either 70 or 100, when they reach agreement. Yes, every market analyst, every investor that there will be inflation immediately after this payment is agreed on. Fine, but it won't last, because already we are seeing that this cost push we are seeing in our economy. It's not much of liquidity push, no matter how CBN will put it. Yes, also we have seen like 3 months now, we are seeing kind of a slowdown on month-on-month basis in inflation, and why the year-on-year remain at the peak. But I believe that as they are agreeing, there will be a lot of liquidity that will come out. That liquidity that those that are buying only just a bag of rice or half bag before will not go for food. Those that are buying only 2 make will go for 3 make or 4 make. Automatically, those who start living share of those companies also will produce more. Knowing that some of these goods are essential, even when they increase in price, we're still going to see what petrol, because then they have also increased. Let me call it purchasing power of the population in terms of the increase in wage. That's how they work properly in the market. Those companies that has the strength or the kind of elastic demand that can push to their price, they're going to pay a better number. When they post a better number, they're going to pay a better dividend. That also will make their price appreciation, and dividend automatically you are earning above inflation. For those that it will hit more is that if inflation rally more, those that are having fixed income, no matter how big it is, if inflation moves, they don't have to remain in red. Already they are in red. But for those that are in equity, with capital appreciation and that dividend coming, you are more better than those. That's why it must at times as investor know what we are in, not to put your portfolio for those companies that have that potential to move with the inflation and see how you can also don't forget that the inflation we have seen so far in Nigeria, I'll tell them that it's structural issues. It's not about only liquidity in the system. That means if also the physical authority can also come in, that the security, going back to one, things will improve going to the future. But I believe that those changing fundamentals for second half of the year was on the dynamic also give them better opportunity to put on in good sectors and good companies that will create wealth for them.
Okay, Ambrose, what are your stock picks this week? This is the last trading week in the month of June, and we want to kickstart the July, that's the second half, on a good note, good footing. So what stocks should investors be looking at the moment?
Actually, I will not do stock pick on the air, but I believe that investors should know what we call the NGX up market and NGX weak market. That will help them to know the month that we're going to see an NGX up market. For me, in Nigeria, we know that the month of February, the month of January, April, May, June, May, October, July, November, and December are the up months in the unjusted board. Why the weak months are March, June, September, and August. That means now we are going into the month of July. I've told them already what to do, because I said these are the up months. The up months are January, February, March, May, October, July, November, December. Why the weak months are what? March, June, September, August. But out of this, we have what we call the 3 best months on the NGS, which are January, December, and April. Why the worst month on the NGS are what? June, August, September. Now, we tell you that, for me, I tell you that what we are seeing in June, this week, I'm not surprised, because we know how the month of June has ended for, with our research, how many times in the last almost 25 years. For me, I'm not surprised seeing June closing the red, but the month of July is better than June. That's why I say, let me open up to tell them these are the up months and the weak months that they should know how to manage their portfolio.
Thank you very much, Ambrose Omodian, Chief Research Officer, Invest Data Consulting. So we now know the month where investors can actually key in and make the most profits, take positions in the equities market. Thank you so much it's always good to have you on the program.